Okay, so we're going to have a quick look at the quizzes and how to set the timer on it, for lack of a better term. Anytime that you are loaded into your new classes in a particular term, what you need to go see first and foremost is if it's more of an updated unit or if it was one in the old format. Now the old format again has the focus tasks in the wiki or labeled as learning journal. The newer, or at least the next phase of updates, has the focus tasks in what is deemed a quiz. A quiz will have a little white paper emblem with a check on it. Now this isn't meaning they're actually taking a quiz, it just means that is the format that we put the focus task in. Now if you're in a more updated unit, then what you need to do every term is go through each week that there's a focus task and click on it and set the new close date. Now up in the right hand corner you'll see update this quiz. That's where you want to go first. And once it loads, what you should see is first is this introduction box. You do not need to change anything in there, but it does give you an indication of kind of the dates that you need to set this for. As I mentioned previously, the students have until Tuesday night of the very next session week to finish the previous session week's focus task. So for example, this is topic number 3. They have until Tuesday night at 11:55 Australian Eastern Standard Time after session 3, in other words, beginning of session 4, to finish the focus task. After that, it will no longer be available. Well, how is that possible? If you scroll down a little further, you'll see this section called timing. Now, open the quiz. That should just say be disabled. It should be open and available to them to work ahead if they so choose. But close the quiz. Now, this should not be checked. The time should say 23:55, which again is this 11:55 Australian Eastern Standard Time. And in this other section is where you need to pull out your calendars for that particular term and set the date. So what happens is, for example, this one was set so that on August 4th, after this time, the focus task, which is in the quiz format, will no longer be available for the students to click on and enter their answers. Once you do that, just scroll completely to the bottom, do not worry about anything else, and hit save and display or save and return to course, either way. Once you do that, you can hit, if you so choose, hit preview, and then you can see what the student would see. Alright, and then depending on the type of questions there are, these would be considered, they would be inputted as essay questions, which gives you a larger window box for the students to write their answer in. That doesn't mean that we're expecting them to write essays in these, it just gives them the most flexibility and the most room to do so, to put their answers in. Now, if you go and click on quizzes up here in the left hand corner, it makes it really easy. All of the quizzes are there, then they're available, or the focus tasks I should say, and maybe even if there is a quiz it will be listed there, but it will be labeled differently, and then you can go into each one and repeat the process. Go to update quiz and then change the date.